Okay, I think we are set. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Phew. Okay. And we are live. Wonderful. Everything's functioning. That's a good start. Howdy, Xavier. Good to see you. Oh, oops. Let me put this put the phone here on silent. All right. There we go. All right. Actually, can I get a... Oh, God. Well, yeah, obviously that's not going to happen. Okay, so... God, I wish there was a way we could, like, save this angle in case we want to recreate it. There we go. All right. There we go. Where exactly is this wall? Okay, so it's here where the portrait is, ironically enough. Let's get the shot from here first. Let's actually also get a side-by-side so we can try to get this as close as possible, you know? Gotta open screenshots. All right, we'll have that here. There we go. Let's shrink this down. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Don't know how that looked to you guys, but it was full screen for me. I was like, oh no, oh no. Let's move this over here for me. Perfect. All right. So we are trying to get that to look like this. Honestly, not that hard. Yeah, so that needs a little love. Need to put this down there. Uh-huh. Is there anything that's not... I mean, this is pretty close, I think. Hey, Nobre, good to see you. By the way, Nobre, thanks so much with all the stuff you've been helping out with on helping polish up the last, you know, every little thing on DS2, you know, whether it's big or small, whether I add it in the end or not, you know, just having all that like feedback and being like, oh, I might want to include this, I might want to do that, right? Like gives me stuff, gives me a nice tidy to-do list as we're working on through things. Which is good, because the better I make it, the better I have for the website, the better for the publisher when I try to be in like, hey, let's make a book out of this, you know? Let's at least try. Yeah, I think... Like, I think this is basically where we'd want it. All right. We're gonna have to go farming for these things soon. There we go. No, but I have not checked specifically when it comes to bonfire aesthetics yet. I had a lot going on with the pupper today. And I wanted to get a bunch of other stuff pumped out. So, obviously, Bloodstains came out today, which I'm very happy about. I'm happy I've got that one off the table, right? So next up will be Loran on the BB side of things. Now that I got, I'll have a few Elden Ring stuff ready for over the next week in order to continue tiding people over as I try to work on getting this pipeline for the year all set up. Set up and setting sail. Okay, yeah, nothing else we really want to do except... Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Okay, so all that'll be covered. What else was on the list? I think we have plenty of shots now for that. Yeah, Carmen's dead body. Come on. Ah, Oriza side tomb here. Here's the original. Yeah, they're using the term for ember that they used in Dark Souls 1, right? So it's like a seed or a source flame, right? So like kindling, right? Or Dark Souls 3 they end up calling them coals, but you know, the idea that it's the source of a bigger fire. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll be honest, I don't know why they ultimately went with the name bonfire aesthetic. Like, it's a very nonsensical name. Yeah, nothing over there. Let's just go to the side tomb. There really aren't a lot of places where you can encounter Dupre perfumers, I've realized. It's like, wow, it really is like 2 places. They are a surprisingly underutilized enemy. Yeah, we can get out of here anytime good, so. Yeah, this is the body. Okay. Honestly, I kind of want a shot at this in general. Also, whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Let me close that for you guys. Forgot that I left that open. My bad. My bad. Yeah, the idea seems to be like, you have ascetics, presumably of some sort of holy religious order, right? Lindelt or otherwise. Again, we're talking about the final game here. Who essentially create, flames that serve as a way to create a even bigger flame, right? Kind of serving the same function as the fire seeds, which again, get it, seed fire, fire seed, right? So you get the, I guess if we want to translate one as like what's will be like kindling, then the fire seed would be like a kindler. You know, so you know, it's kind of like the, you know, same way of trying to get at the same thing, you can argue. Anyway, point is, it's the same idea where you have like a smaller flame and it's used as a means to create a bigger flame as like a fuel for that flame. Where does Patches get his perfumes? I'll be honest, I didn't realize Patches sells you perfumes. Is this only after the Tanith quest line, like you finish it and he goes to Shaded Castle, or is this something like as soon as you go to Volcano Manor? Or oh wait, does he sell it even at the Murkwater Cave? Moving there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one. Let me check what we got here. No, that's not my screenshots. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Let us see. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, I guess. Could be a little better. Uh-huh. I think we want to, yeah, let's go for that one more time. Maybe from this angle. Oh, it's this thing. This is the problem. It's so awkward the way it cuts through that. I really don't want to have to go into this area and try to relight everything, you know? All right, we'll try that. What if we do this? Oh God, I hate it. I hate it. All right, there we go. There we go. Hello? There, okay, there we are. I don't think we even get that mentioned in retail because retail name is Bonfire Seeker. Yeah, Seeker, Researcher, Investigator, Inquirer could be another one. I guess Questioner? I don't know. I think that one has a slightly different nuance, I think. Yeah, so there is definitely that idea of like, you know, being a searcher of sorts, right? Someone that's trying to look into things, to try to find something out. But I think that still works within the idea they have of aesthetics, because the idea would kind of be like, you know, you are a searcher of, you know, deeper meanings, grand ideals, you know, the gods, you know, the divine, you know, the way and the truth and all that jazz, right? So I think that's probably the specific idea they're going for with that. But as, oh, so I think it still works. But yeah, overall, I feel aesthetics, I feel like aesthetics got really screwed in the lore department. Yeah, we don't need anything else from here except that body. We're good. Which means we just really need shots of the spray mists and stuff. So let's do that here. No, he used them in his boss fight, specifically the acid spray mist. Acid spray mist, so that would specifically be an Ainsel. If we accept his whole thing where he's gone to Liurnia and stuff, I mean, granted, it doesn't have to be tied to a specific place, because you can make the argument that he picked them up from actual Dupre perfumers, right? Like, okay, so the simplest explanation is that Patches is a lowlife, and so because, as always, he's connected to the criminal underworld, he comes across Dupre perfumers in the course of his work, and he makes trades and deals with them for perfumes like the acid spray mist, right? So you have a Dupre perfumer who either learned from a buddy or had personally devised the acid spray mist by going all the way down where the ants are in the Ainsel River and all that jazz, and all that had in fact happened, and in the process you know, it ended up coming in contact with Patches, like just going around in the wilderness doing their thing, right? That would be probably the simplest explanation, right? It's just like, you know what, Dupre perfumer, kinda part of, like, you know, the no good, like, shady side of things. Patches also part of the shady side of things, so they cross paths. There's also potential that Patches is connected to the Dupre perfumers at Shaded Castle because he knows to go there for Tanith stuff. So I have a lot of questions there, but that'd be a separate thing. Yeah, I know what we're talking about there, no, but I'm just saying that, like, trying to think about it in the context of what the final game thing is, right? I think the problem is really just the name. I think the concept itself, if we look at it from this idea of, like, trying to grow and develop the bonfire flame out of some sort of, what's the word? Devotion. I think that itself is easy enough to surmise even with the butcher name. It's just a really weird way to try to convey that with that name, right? Like, it's like, okay, I kind of get it, the idea of, like, trying to search and create the bigger fire and, like, you know, enlightenment and, you know, like I get, like, the heady idea and how, like, you need to grow the bonfire to investigate this, right? And, you know, deepen your devotion through trial and error, right? And it's, you know, the hardship and things like that, or the greater the flame, the longer the shadow, and, you know, the longer the shadow, the more powerful it's. So all the hollow enemies of the shadow are more powerful, and yada yada yada, you know, like I get, like, the very, very, like, you know, low resolution concept, you know, they're going for here, but holy hell, you try to make that any higher resolution and it just gets, you know, kind of like what why the hell are we calling it this? Why the hell are we doing it this way? Ultimately, it's really just a really paper thin excuse for them to try to justify an item that lets you be able to basically revive all enemies you might have despawned and make them tougher. Missed opportunity to have him sell gel shards like he's working with poachers. I agree. I definitely 100% agree with you. I feel like it would have been really cool if we had some indication that Patches was, like, working with poachers and stuff like that. Like, in general, I always like it when Patches does that stuff, because he has if I recall correctly, his inventory has a few things where you're like, ooh, yeah, that's like classic Patches, but not here, I don't think. All right, enough of me running around like an idiot. Let's do this. So we don't care about Spark. Don't care about uplifting. I don't have acid spray mist. Okay. We gotta go get that. Well, let's do this one first. What the hell's all this shit I'm carrying? I could have swore this character had the Sorcerer Garb bot and stuff. I guess not. There we go. Well, while I do that. Anyway, so my biggest hope is that I'll be able to get Loran done this month. And then I'll have that pretty much like the last really big thing related to Bloodborne as far as like main like story narrative topics is like obviously Bloodborne's beginning and everything might be bigger. I think that'll be like the last like super big one, and then it's like mostly small topics and stuff we can focus on, which I will enjoy immensely when we do. In case I need it later. Oh my god. I only have 3 on, huh? This entire time I never found a 4th I wanted to put on? Wow. Wow. Hailing Tree soldiers will use poison spray mist. That's not surprising, because you can make an argument that a lot of the recruits to Miquella's army come from the Leyndell forces post Shattering War beginning. Like Miquella starts kind of recruiting. You could even argue in the course of the like either after the war or like in the course of the war, like before the whole Malenia and Radahn clash. Like while like Malenia and Radahn are doing their thing, Miquella's also doing his. Yeah, I'd have to think about that one a little bit, because the only other scenario would be that there are separate perfumers that defect to Miquella or are created because of Miquella, and the poison spray mist thing is an outgrowth of that because the whole Malenia getting grouped in there with the whole mixture of the Halig tree and the rot. That's the only other thing I can think of. Yeah, description does mention that. Yeah, that's kind of my point, right? It's like it's clear like the idea they're going for, right? Like very broadly. And I think it works kind of if you read the cut description, you're like, okay, yeah. This kind of fits with like what they're going for. Like they just pared it all down and just like didn't try to elucidate any of it, right? Like you could see how they ended up from the end point from the starting point, but it's like, man, the end point still is kind of shit. Like you could have done, you could have like not like pared it down so much and just fix the name. The name is just so stupid. Like, I feel like what they wanted to do was to have it where the name is supposed to be like a reference to like the player, like the player who uses the item is the quote unquote ascetic, right? They're the investigator / seeker who are trying to like, you know, understand the depths of the curse and life and souls and all that. But it just doesn't work. All right, I'm very surprised. So I guess we got to go here and buy crap. Oh. No. Yeah, we gotta go buy all this. I thought we had this on this character, but I guess I'm thinking of another character. Let's do this so I know when I have enough. Oh, God. Time to farm. Don't trolls give you a fair amount? Aren't they like 1,000 each or something? So let's do that. Oh, it's not that I don't have a 4th house, but I never got my 4th slot. Lol. That's funny. There we go. There we go. Also to buy acid spray mist, so we'll do one more run. I think this should be enough though to buy the full set though. So it should just be the spray mist now. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Times 5 speed makes it very hard to do jumps off of Torrent. All right. That has to be enough now. When do we rematch the enhanced balancers? I don't know. I need to really just kind of figure things out with the puppy right now. She's starting to chill a little bit, kind of. Now it's like just trying to get like the training down pat with her.
No.
And she just has so much energy, so much energy. All right, there we go. Now we have the cosplay as me, the other me. There we go. But I don't know. Maybe sometime this week I'll have to ask Acer and stuff, see what his schedule's looking like, because I want to do it with him. I want us all three of us to do it together. Hello.
Well, divorce.
Are you? Perfume. There we go. Thanks, buddy. Cool. I guess we'll have to finish this off by farming too, because I need more of those stupid glowstones for the future. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's see if I get how this works. Let's see. Sorry, I had to check my phone for a second. Okay. So this is Iron Jar. This is acid. Oh, we also need poison. God, I am heavy. All right. Loki, use cheat engine. No, we're doing fine with ×5 speed. You gotta be kidding me. Leardia weather follows me. Come on. Come on, just be normal. Just be normal, green skies. Why you have to always look overcast? There we go. All right. Let's slow things down. Oh, I'll do this in one try for each of them, so. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I forgot the button. There we go. There we go. go. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. There we are. There we go. Something like that. There we go. Like that. All right. I think that should cover that. So just wait for this to run its course. Mario 64 effect. Hey, they do it. It works. All right. There we go. All right, let's see. Uh-huh. There we go. There we are. I did it too early. I did not consider how quickly the All right, let's wait for both of them to disappear. That's why they're depraved, Night Scout. Normal perfumers don't, they don't allow this type of thing. Yeah. Yeah, no. There we go. I'll be honest, it kind of looks like vomit in this freeze frame, if you ask me. Just really gross, disgusting vomit. There we go. I really like this one. you go. There we go. All right. I think that covers that. All right, so that covers all the ones that the actual Dupre perfumers do not do, ironically enough. Or at least I don't think I've ever seen them do it. I feel like they should do at least poison spray mist, but what do I know? There we go. The report of the restorative art, Night Scout, is that it's the type of folk remedy you guys find. It's based on the old folk remedy that you suck out a snake's bite and stuff like that. Oh, you got poisoned by this thing. Okay, here let me show me the wound. Oh, okay, let me just right. You suck it in and then you spit it out. That's the point. That's the idea. It's a remedy because they're traveling perfumers looking for ways to find new means, new flower gardens, as it were, right, to remedy corruption. So when they're going out there, they're learning from people who live out in the hinterland, the people who are not as much urbanites as the perfumers are back home in the motherland. So they're trying to learn. In the process of learning, well, a lot of them will go off the deep end, you might say. Actually, the summon does poison spray mist. Now that is funny. In that case, actually, nah, it's fine. I don't think we need a shot of Carmen doing that, as funny as it is. We'll just get a shot of his menu graphic and we'll be fine. Yeah, I think that covers it for Dupre perfumers. I think we've already taken all the other shots I would want. I think this will be the last one. Check Wiki. It says they use poison spray mist in the blood boil aromatic. They definitely do blood boil. I don't think I've seen them use poison spray mist. We'll try doing it here though, because if Carmen does it, it would make sense if the others do it too. But I don't recall them ever doing it when we were trying to force it last time. They would only ever do spark. Let's see. Always stealth off for this guy. That guy just does I mean, guy does spark aromatic galore. I don't see any poison. Like, you'd think the guys in the poison swamp area would do the poison spray mist if they can. Like, dude will literally do a full circle spark aromatic, but no poison. I don't know if the wiki saw Carmen do it. Or maybe they looked in the game files and saw that all of them can theoretically do it, but only Carmen has it activated for. Or what have it, but it's either the rarest attack The rarest attack that these guys can do. Also, man, they never run out of this shit, do they? Like, man, how many Altus Blooms did you destroy for this stuff? Oh! Wait. I couldn't tell. Was that poison? Was that a poison spray mist, or was that just another spark aromatic? That was something. Oh. Oh. Yeah, do the cool little back dodge. Oh, the little, you know, dodging back while you're doing your attack. Oh. Come on. Ah. Ooh. Oh my god. I'm getting off screen! I'm getting off screen! Alright. Oh my god. I think that's my last one. Oh. Oh my dear. Let's see. I think they'll still fight better with a dagger than the normal perfumers. That's actually something worth trying to confirm. It might also be unique to the depraves. They carry a shield. I'm pretty sure none of them carry a shield. Like, I am 99% sure none of them carry a shield, but let's see. If there's one that carries a shield, it is like a unique member of its kind. Pretty sure the last of them are over here, right? Or not? Don't worry, Jim. It's okay. It's okay, man. You can come down. Come on. Don't worry. I got you. I'll catch you, buddy. Don't worry. I can sport it. I may not have muscle in these bones, but man, do I got determination. Come on, Jim. Just get yourself down here. It's okay. Just a little further and you'll be fine. Jim? Jim? There we go. There we go. Maybe up here. Like an actual screenshot, you mean the wiki has a picture of, or like concept art or something? Because there's a big difference between the two. I know there's a corpse up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the corpse too. Okay. Yeah, nothing over here. Oh no, maybe we have to jump the other way. Yeah, I think I have to jump the other way. No. No. Oh, it's over there. That's okay. Actual screenshot. Well, then we have to be searching for this, because this is the only place where you can find him if he exists. Oh, here we go. We found him. A shield. He does in fact exist. What a rarity. So a unique type of shield too. That's cool. Oh, it's just a shield instead of a dagger. It just had to rain now, didn't it? All right, make sure there's nobody else here except those guys. Okay. There's just those bozos, so we kill them. Yeah, okay. So this is... Pretty sure it wears the same... Or is that brighter? Maybe it's just the lighting. Looks like the fur is different too, though, in this weather. Again, could just be lighting. Guys aren't alive and walking around for us to compare. Yeah, it looks more similar like that, so I think it's just lighting. I think it looks brighter from certain angles. All right, we just gotta wait for the rain to stop now. For the normal perfumers, the shield ones are the guys with the defensive bubble. Well, I guess we'll see if these are the guys with the poison spray mist. It's really weird that there's literally just one guy who has a shield in the entire game. Like, I'm actually very impressed. Like, they were like, we made this, we're gonna include it. Like, this could have been like the rot version of the rot version of the ancestral spirit followers. Like, they could have just been like, you know, it doesn't really fit with what we're doing. I guess we'll just cut it. But they were like, nah, you know, I think we could throw at least one of these guys in Shaded Castle. Like, man, wouldn't it be great if we saw more of these guys along with the other ones with, in another area somewhere? Like, I would be okay with just having them be, like, out there in the wild. Like, put a bunch of, like, flowers or something to make it look like they found, like, a good, like, place to harvest or something. And then you're trying to intrude, rain on their parade. Come on. There we go. All right. I don't really like this screenshot, but I'm gonna slow things down compared to the other one. Now, how does this guy fight different? Well, one, he's using the shield. No, I fought those guys before Night Scout. I have even shots of them. They don't have the shields. All right, I guess this is gonna be the best one we get. Okay, so. All right, there we go. I don't remember what the normal shields description or anything said. Like if it was anything related to the Erd tree or something, because that kind of looks like another abstract Erd tree design, right? Like with the branches and the roots, you just kind of make them curve in on each other, right? Like an eternal tree. Shield seems brown. Yeah, I can see that. I can see this being an ordinary leather shield that's made to look a little like duller, at least. All right, let's get a look at the inside too. There we go. Cool. Okay, still doing spark, no poison. I mean, it really looks like he just uses the shield to block, but otherwise fights the same. But let's see. Oh. Spray? Nope. Nope, no spray. I'm trying to get him a little bit closer. There we go. Why don't you just get rid of all the embers? There we go. Stand in place. The problem is standing in place is just going to make it easier for me to get killed, period. I don't think that would be the AI trigger. Yeah, see. All right, let's... All right, there we go. There we go. Blocking? Ooh, that might be a good one. Blocking could be the one. Blocking could do it. That could work on the other one too. We didn't consider blocking before. Yeah, something basic. We don't need anything crazy. Oh man, that really screwed me up. Hey, this is the circle of death. Yeah, no, if these guys do poison spray mist, I do not know what the trigger is. The shield one doesn't even do any buffs from what we're seeing. That's kind of crazy. It'll be the same as you using spray mist, Loki. Yeah, I figured he'll put it in his mouth and then he'll spray it out. But the problem is we're trying to figure out what triggers it. Like what makes him do it. Let's try the blocking thing with the normal ones though, because maybe his AI doesn't do it, but the other ones do. I assume Carmen is one with a sword, with a Earthsteel dagger, not a shield. Oh, right. Nope. All right. Speaking of normal shield perfumers, if I recall correctly, their uplifting aromatic makes the oppressed slaves aggro you. You mean the misbegotten? Or are we talking about the conscripts, the commoner conscripts? Yeah, this should work. This should be closer. All right, girl. Or dude. Don't care which, honestly. Oh. Ah. There we go. I just want to see you fight with a dagger. God, you all love sparks. I'll be honest, their shields look actually a lot more similar than I thought they would. Like theirs just looks duller, the Braves, and that could be just be like, you know, dirt. Oh, this guy just has a shield, so yeah, okay. That won't help us. Okay, so I want to look for the other guy. All right, okay. Let's put this on maximum speed. I guess I thought normal perfumers both had sword and shield, but I guess there's types for them too. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, well. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Ooh. Of course. It's the stupid pages. Yeah, I gotta always stealth and kill them first. Frickin' pages, man. It's always the goddamn pages. I don't remember if you're a shield bro or not. You have a knife, though. I only need one of you. I think that was a shield I saw. Alright. Let us see how you wield. How do you wield an Erdsteel dagger compared to your depraved counterparts? Do you do it better or worse? All right, pretty basic. Oh my god, too early there. All right, so far, pretty basic. Not seeing any fancy moves. Is that it? I mean, it's been... Maybe we're just getting really unlucky. But it really looks like this perfumer only has one very basic swipe. Like, this is not someone who's that experienced using a dagger. Like, yeah. Pattern on the vines is different between the two? Yeah, I could see that. I mean, what I assume the Dupre perfumer is supposed to have it similar to their apron, where it's supposed to be cursing the Erd tree. Yeah, they... Yeah, it's looking... It's the same two dagger swings every time. There's no attempt to vary it up. Yeah. I think we should get some shots of Dupre Perfumer in action then. Let's get a little... You know, we could get some cool shots of this guy in the rain, so let's do it. Let's do it live. Their perfume tosses aren't nearly as good as the depraved ones either. I remember there being a little bit more for sure. Should have got a shot there. That could have been a good one. Yeah, so that's like the basic one. Yeah, I like this shot. Ooh. Ooh. I like it. All right. Get a little bit. I even like how shadowed the face is compared to the dagger here. Like it puts the focus right where I want it to be. Just make sure the other one in the background, our dead boy, doesn't look too obvious. He also combos with the perfumes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm liking these shots of them in the rain. Got that noise. Normal. Dupre Perfumes, I like their guys actually inventing all the elemental perfumes in the DLC. Yeah, they feel a lot more like, I get what the idea is, right? Because the idea is that normal perfumers are more so battlefield commanders, right? Like they take up weapons and shields and things for the war effort, but they're not really that experienced in combat compared to the soldiers. Whereas Dupre perfumers, because they come from the traveling perfumer line, they've been out there in the field. They've had to test themselves against who knows how many wild animals and highwaymen and all that stuff, right? So they're really practiced with a dagger or a shield and how to incorporate that with their perfumes. Yeah, I have another I consider it final draft, but I'm gonna have to put another paragraph into the perfumer thing now to include this stuff, because these are actually very neat details to include. Obviously the shield's useful because it helps kind of clarify the timeline and stuff. It's like, okay, this is, you know, the traveling perfumers and the Dupre perfumers by extension are all post shattering, which again is consistent with what we get in the item descriptions and stuff. So like all of this is like, you know, this is all very elucidating. So helpful stream. Man, I love when I'm trying to get Miyazaki out of the shot. There we go. Normal previews don't even feel like commanders. They feel like civvies appointed to high ranks ASAP. I mean, the idea is supposed to be that they're priests, right? Like they're priests, right? So they are the natural choice when you're having the capital under siege and you want to have Morgott needs to make sure that there's a strong chain of command, and you have these guys like, yeah, of course they're going to be the superiors, right? Like they're going to surpass the knights, they're going to surpass like a general or whatever, right? Like the priesthood that is essentially securing Morgott's position as king are going to be the ones who basically hold all the important authority there. But they're not like, you know, they're not practiced hardened soldiers or anything, right? Like they're not trained for combat, as it were. All right. Damn, I thought I could there we go. A little too far. Yeah, looks good. You know what? I really want to do the circle of flames shot. Like, I really feel that one would look really great. All right. A little bit of smoke here, kind of clouding our judgment. We're gonna lock that in place, play with the lighting a little here. Yeah, make our figure. Eh. Yeah, help make him contrast with the background. There we go. Aw, damn. Didn't get to the circle button in time. Uh-oh, looks like the rain's about to stop. Ooh. There we go. I don't like the slugs in that shot. There we go. I think that's a good shot of trying to highlight like how they use both, and then no, yeah, we showed that. See, can we get behind him? Actually, no, we want to move him upward. Yeah, so like, can we get you up here? Oh man, too early. He got me. He got me. Unfortunate. Oh well, that's enough shots we have of him. We don't need the circle of fire. Red interiors of the cave remind me of the interior of Morgothscape. Oh, is that so? Alright, moving on. Alright. I think that's enough looking at that stuff for Dupre Perfumers. So I've got that crossed off, that crossed off. Okay, all of that seems done. I'm happy with that. I am 100% happy with that. All right. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So the other thing that was caught my interest was that we had a commenter on the last stream. Very nice person. What was the name actually? Let's actually check. This was Sunlight Butterfly. So wanted to ask about, you know, the thoughts on the statue with the twins and stuff, and brought to my attention that there was in fact a did they mention it was Reddit? No, they didn't. They just mentioned that there was apparently a discovery made that kind of confirmed, well, at the very least, it added another data point to the idea that the figure is Marika, which, oh no, big shocker. The statue of a large motherly woman wrapping a cloth around the twins, Mikola and Melania, is most likely to be Marika. Big shock. I can't believe it. This is absolutely beyond the pale. But I know we've talked about it in the past on here, and I didn't want the poor person to go searching around, so I did a quick comment on that for them. Let's see if I can. Oh, well, why do I have 3 of these open? Yeah, I don't need all of these open. Here we go. But yeah, as you can see here. Oh, not that one. We got Halig Tree here. And I guess the person wanted to do an edit to kind of show. This would probably be the best option, right? But yeah, it definitely looks like they're using the same base face model here. Do you have any shots of the uplifting aromatics making conscripts and Lindell undepressed? No, but that's not the focus for today because it's only Dupre perfumers I care about, not regular perfumers. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, again, this doesn't affect me in any major way because I have always stated like it's very obviously supposed to be Marika. But I know so many people are like die hard that the figure with breasts, very clearly little humps on the chest, is Godwin. Also the lips. The lips are the dead giveaway. You typically don't draw men with big lips like this. Like this is usually coded for women, right? Actually, I did a. Do I still have it? I did something for this actually. I don't remember if I showed it on stream before, but I don't know. I know I did it. Is it like statue? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. All right, let me see if I can find this. Statue, nope. Marika. Let me search it up before I like break everything I have trying to find it. What do you mean working on it? What is there to work on? Either I have the shot or I don't. Yeah, I could have swore I had it here, but maybe I moved it or something. Let me check on my desktop. No, I don't see that. No, I didn't want to go in game either. Yeah, I cannot find that. Yeah, not finding it. So if I have this, it's not here, unfortunately. I can take a better shot of the statue's chest. I saw the Reddit thread, but the yellow line was obscuring the very thing the poster was trying to highlight. The yellow line was going around it to highlight, to emphasize the little hump. But sure, we can. Sure, because I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, we could try to recreate the angle. Desktop, and plus it'll be 4K. You know, I think the Reddit thread like had really low quality by comparison. Yeah, I'm trying to find this, chat. Unfortunately, I know I have it. I could have swore I even saw it earlier today, but like I guess I don't remember where I put it. I didn't put it under normal. No, I did not. It's not here either. Yeah, unfortunately, I have so many Elden Ring things in my edits now. Like, look, I still have this. We'll see if we'll see if this is actually relevant to anything. Well, we'll see if that's ever going to be relevant to anything, but no, that's not statue. Clearly, I need to actually name it Marika or statue or something, so I actually have it like easy to find and search, because clearly I cannot. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't find this still. Yeah, that's the traveling perfumer stuff. Renala stuff. Bear Communion. Godfrey. Why is Bear Communion in the B's all the way here? God, I don't know why everything is ordered the way it is. I found it. Hailing Tree statue. See, statue is there. Why won't you show up in the search? God, Microsoft, why are you so shit? This is what happens when you decide you're gonna go on an island and screw girls and give yourself an STD. Ree! Pete. Ay. Competent, incompetent pedo billionaires. Hey, Mad Luigi. Came just in time for me to crash out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so, like as I was saying earlier, the big lips, not big lips, the big lips. It's very easy to spot. Like, the moment you look at this, I just look at this, I'm like, oh, that's a woman. I do not look at this and go like, oh, that's a man, and it's Godwin. I guess if you're trying to argue Godwin was very effeminate looking, like Miquella, maybe, then you could maybe make a case there. But, like, I have never seen anyone try to make that argument. Anyway, let's go check on our good old pal. Our good old pal. Oh, no, not this character, though. Moving over to the other me. The other Corey. I haven't made a new character for anything in a while. I'm actually stumped on what I'm gonna call the character. Honestly, I'm thinking just for a joke to call him Steve. Who do you say is that statue? Oh, America. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's obviously America. Like, geez, guys, I wonder, a crowned woman acting all maternal to the two twins. Geez, I wonder who might be considered that. Maybe their mother. Crazy to think about, I know. There we go. All right. Is there another one we have for this angle too? A little bit. There we go. Well, I love how this this head is. All right. There we go. If you ever need a Godwin shot, you could get his face on the story trailer. Yeah, technically. Technically. Unfortunately, it's not a very good shot. Like, it's not even like the statue exists in isolation either. We also get the America eye seal and stuff. So clearly they want you to associate, you know, Miquella and America together. And you can argue why or for what reason or what purpose. Is this what Miquella wishes his mother was like? Is this America had a secret plot going on with Miquella and all that stuff behind Radigan's back or something? Like you can come up with all sorts of crap, right? Like, I'm not here to tell you what to make of the statue beyond just the fact that, like, let's not kid ourselves. It's obvious that this is supposed to be little Miquella, Melania, and Marika. Like, technically, it's the literal only shot of his non-unified face. Yeah, technically, because it's the side slash top. Technically speaking, it's not a really good look at his actual face is the point. And then, like, the one time that we get like an actual close-up, it's literally a super close-up on the eye. It's not a good look at what Bradigan looks like, right? Like, I think we get a better look at goddamn America than we do them. There we go. I don't know why, but to me, my brain just registers this head as like headless. Like, I just don't see the body there. It just looks really weird. Like, Miquella's just holding up his sister's head. Hoped we could see more of his face. Yeah. again, there's a certain mystique about certain characters who you never get that type of look at, right? Like they're characters who are their own, like they're only known by name or something, right? Like there's a legend associated with them, or they're a character you never really quite get to see in their full glory, like how they originally look, right? You know, like we're never gonna know what Ornstein looks like, for example, or Smo, right? We might know like their races, we might know, I don't know, their hair colors, we might know, I don't know, their backgrounds or something, right? Or the look of their peoples or their clans or their family members maybe or something, but like they themselves will never have their faces known to us, right? And there's a certain, I don't know, there's something kind of neat about that. You are so silly, puppy. Doggo, you are adorable. You are adorable. There we go. Sorry, chat. How is it there's more of these things when I zoomed out? Oh, I'm cursed. My ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed. God, it's been a while since I've said that one. That one came to mind. There we go. Am I hearing Armored Core 4 Answer OST? Yes, you have. I have I'm looping one of the big songs in the background. You know what? I'm in a good mood. I'm switching to my favorite one. It's not exactly appropriate for what we're doing, but you know what? Fuck it, man. It's so good. Where is this song? No. No, not this one. Ah, here we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's a 4 answer. Now it's a 4 answer OST. Come to think of, what do the face on the kids in the statue look like? I imagine it looks similar to the other statue. But we have, this is little baby Melania. Little baby Mikola. Man, Mikola's like really into it. He's like, oh, mama. Oh, mama. Why you gotta be such a wacko? I really want to love my family. Oh. Oh yeah, they do the armless thing with this statue too. I was wondering if they showed the arm, but no. The arm is 100%. They're not trying to show it. They do for Mikola, but for Melania, they make it disappear against the mother statue. That's cool. All right, so that covers that. Anyway. The point I was trying to make is that you can clearly tell this is obviously man, not man. Not man, right? But the more important thing is actually, at least for me, it's seeing all the different statues of America. The ones that are not controversial, right? I think most of these come from Zalosky. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but most of these I'm pretty sure come from Zalosky. But this is supposed to be, of course, the same face model they're using for that other statue. Now, I actually want to look at Mesmer's chamber. I thought we got a shot of this, but maybe I didn't because it's so dark up there. We couldn't really get a good look. Like, I'm a little surprised if I didn't. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chat, we may have to end things soon. Doggo's feeling a little... Yeah. Yeah. All right, so it does look like the hair splits down here. Uh-oh. Yeah, Doggo. I think Doggo wants to go out, chat, so. Okay, yeah, this looks like this is the other braid. Okay, because I was wondering if Marika's other braid was depicted in this statue, and I think it is. Unfortunately, I wish I had a flashlight. Oh, God. Oh, God, chat, we're gonna have to... We have to try to avoid an accident happening here, so... Yeah, so as vaguely as I can tell, if there's ever a shot, or anyone has a chance to ask somebody for a shot or something, ask them to get an angle like this on Marika's left side so we can get a better look at the other hair braid. But I'm pretty sure both hair braids are depicted here, which is good. Because I'm pretty sure the idea seems to be... This is like Marika at the start of her reign, right? She has the two hair braids, right? This is Marika at the quote-unquote start of the reign, you know, start of the reign-ish era, when she has her two hair braids and she's giving birth to like Mesmer, right? Oh no, that's Night Rain. And then I'm pretty sure the idea is this. That this is Marika post cutting her big braid and leaving it, right? So she has the smaller one here, and then this other one is kind of smaller. It's a bit hard to tell because they definitely make him look thinner compared to the statue here. But I'm pretty sure the idea is supposed to be, this is supposed to be the same length because it looks like it's supposed to go about the same size. Oh yeah, chat, I think we have to end this soon. And then this is where the braid thing gets cut. So this is Marika post doing this, leaving her mark with the crusade before she leaves. And then it looks like, Sunny, over here, Sunny. Come on, girly. I know, I'll take you out in a sec. Come here, Sunny. But where is it? Where is it? Here we go. It looks like this seems to be the general look for her afterward. I think you guys can hear that too. Right? Okay, so I think the way it looks like she styles it just to one side after that. So I'm going to be looking into that more, but that looks like how it is. If that case, it gives us a good idea when the stakes of Marika become a thing too. So just thought I would, you know, FYI on like where I'm going with all that stuff. So that's all the cool things. But like I said, the doggo has decided that she now wants to go outside, and so she shall. So I have to end things here and give her a run around and stuff, make sure she's okay. So thanks so much. Later. Bye-bye, everybody.